Peace, peace, peace. What's up, you guys? Thank you all for coming back to my channel, okay? And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that little bell, okay? So that way you are always notified every time I drop a video, okay? And if you coming back again to my channel and you already subscribed, what's up, okay? So we're gonna get right into this video. Y'all know me. I like to just hop right into it, okay? So today, we are talking about ways to fight depression, okay? So the word depression itself, I'm really iffy on the word. I think that depression is one of those words that are kind of like thrown around a lot, you know what I'm saying? And like what real depression is like actually like a mental health disorder. You have to be diagnosed to be clinically, you know, depressed, and that right there is when you just have like persistent sadness. You don't have an interest in doing things that you used to love to do. So some people just, you know, feel sad and like lonely, and they just not, you know, feeling up to doing any activities. They might sleep a lot, they might seclude themselves and stuff like that. And even though someone is, you know, exuding these different, you know, things and these different symptoms, they're not always clinically depressed. Like I said, you have to be like diagnosed to be like depressed, okay? And if you are depressed, you know, or you feel like you might be depressed, make sure that you contact your local agency, okay? Your local mental health agency, behavioral health agency, and make sure you go and you talk to somebody and get some help. Because this video does not diagnose nobody. This right here is not me telling you to do this right here and not listen to a doctor. This video right here is not in lieu of professional help, okay? I am a professional, but I am just offering ways that you can use in a combination with whatever your doctor telling you to do, okay? I'm a marriage, family, and child therapist. I work with a lot of people and have worked with a lot of people over many years who were actually depressed, okay? So what I'm giving you guys today, this right here is stuff that would come from me as a therapist, something that I would tell my clients, okay? But like I said, if you need some help, you need to go and get some help, okay? So here we go. We're just gonna start talking about it right now. Okay, number one. This right here is something that I always notice, you know, is lacking in the people that I work with, people that I know, and even sometimes with myself, okay? If you are feeling down, sad, depressed, you're losing interest in the things that, you know, you would normally love to do, you need to get outdoors, okay? You need to get outdoors. Put on your sunscreen if you need some. If you don't got melanin already built up into your skin, put on some sunscreen. Take your butt outside, because the sun actually has a lot of vitamin D, okay? The vitamin D provides us with so many nutrients that we actually need to thrive, okay? So being outdoors, getting in nature, like where I live, like I live near like the beach, you know what I'm saying? There's like, you know, tons of parks and stuff like that. So those right there are the things that are, you know, in my area. But where you live, it might be a forest, it might be some mountains, you know, it might be a jungle, you might be near a beach as well. Whatever nature things that you have in your area, you want to take full advantage of that, okay? You definitely want to get outside and breathe some fresh air, okay? Do deep breathing outdoors at the park. Put your feet on the grass. Get those ions from the earth. Like, these are things that are going to feed your body, and it's going to really stimulate your mind as well, okay? So being outdoors is like so key, because I talk to tons of people and they tell me that they're sad, they don't feel good, they feel down, they feel depressed. And I say, well, you know, have you gone outside today? And they'll be like, no, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to be outside. And I'm like, go outside for 15 minutes, okay? And then you let me know how you feel afterwards. 90% of the time, they feel better. They feel, you know, more ready to deal with, you know, life, because life be lifing, you know what I'm saying? Like, good thing outside is right there, okay? So make sure you get yourself outdoors. Number two, okay, nutrition. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care what people got to tell you about this. Look, what you put in your body is completely important and pertinent to your own health, okay? Your own mental health, your own emotional health. If you eat a bunch of junk all day, and you eating a whole bunch of stuff with artificial, that's artificial, a whole bunch of stuff that's processed, your body isn't really made to process those things, you know, internally. That stuff, a lot of the times, it has a lot of chemicals and dyes and all this stuff in it that actually attaches itself to your brain, and it actually depresses you. A lot of stuff that we eat, especially if you live in America, okay, if you live here, like, there's tons of food out there that is just not good for you. Yes, it might be a little bit cheaper. Yes, the drive-through might be this fast. You know what I'm saying? But those foods are actually harming you. They're very, very harmful, okay? What you eat is so important. Your body literally regenerates itself based on what you put inside of it. So why not eat fresh fruits? Why not eat fresh vegetables? Why not eat healthy things that's gonna, you know, help you out? And I'm gonna put a list right here of things that you can eat to help you to fight off any and all depression, okay? And then I'm gonna also put up a list of things that you should not be eating, okay? Like, stay away from these things and avoid them at all costs, because, you know, you're worth it. Your emotional health is worth it. So make sure you guys are always checking those labels, and make sure you guys are always taking a look at what you're putting into your body before you put it into your body, because it could have a negative effect on you, okay? Especially if you're already feeling down and now you're like, oh, let me go and eat some of this junk. Like, you're gonna feel more down. Like, it's not gonna help lift you up. There are definitely things out there that you can be eating and drinking that's gonna boost your mood and gonna boost your immune system as well, okay? So nutrition is important. Nutrition is key, okay? Number 3, getting quality rest. Yes, okay? Getting quality rest is so important. Okay, so look, I gotta be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? You need 8 hours. You need your 8 hours of sleep. You can't be up all night, like, not sleeping, and then wake up early tomorrow and then thinking that you're about to have a productive day. Sometimes, I'm sorry, especially it depends on what age you're at, but that doesn't always work out. And that right there can lead to a lot of, you know, brain fog. And that right there can lead to you just, you know what I'm saying, not even being able to function. I want to be very, very specific about this and say that sometimes we don't always get the rest that we need every single night, okay? I'll be working late at night. I have a lot going on. Then the next day I gotta wake up and do some more stuff. And we can't always avoid it, but there are definitely times where you can avoid it, okay? You might not need to be able to go out all the time. You might not be able to hit up every club tonight. You might not be able to go out and talk on the phone and be on social media scrolling all night, because that right there is cutting into your resting hours, okay? So make sure that you're getting enough sleep every single night, because that right there is something that is going to benefit you, and it's going to advance you, and it's going to help you to fight off any and all depression, okay? So make sure you're getting enough rest every single night. Number 4, okay? Boundaries, okay? Boundaries, okay? Like, look, you have to have proper boundaries with the people in your life, because sometimes it's energy vampires and they around you because they want to suck the life out of you, okay? And not in a good way. So all I'm saying is, you absolutely 100% need to have boundaries with the people in your life. You got to have boundaries with your job, okay? If you're not at work and you're not getting paid, don't answer that email. Don't answer them phone calls, okay? We have to put up boundaries, because that right there can lead to burnout, and that right there can lead to depression, okay? Make sure that you have healthy boundaries with your phone. Like, I love my phone, don't get me wrong, but I know how to put my phone down in the other room and go and do what I need to go and do, okay? I know how to set limits in my own mind to be like, okay, I can't be on social media, you know, for the next X amount of hours, because I need to be, you know, with my children, with my family. I want to just watch a movie. I want to sit down and read a book. I want to sit down and write. I want to do something. So let me get off the phone. And I just know so many people that just be on their phone all day, scrolling. Like, they out doing stuff, and they just sitting there and they just on the phone the whole time. I go out with my friends and they just be on their phone. I'm like, are you like addicted to your phone or something? And then a lot of times those same people that I know, they have like depressive episodes, and they look at the phone and they're taking in all this energy from their phone. and you have to put up some blockers. You gotta maybe, you know what I'm saying, set out some time to yourself to where you can be on the phone, and have the rest of the time to where you're not on the phone. Okay, I feel so bad for Gen Z and Gen Alpha, because like, where are the limits, where are the boundaries? We need them. Okay, we all need them. So make sure that you're having the proper boundaries with everybody around you, all the things that you're doing, and especially with, you know what I'm saying, your job. Make sure your job ain't overstepping their boundaries. Okay, you work for them when you get paid on the clock. Outside of that, it's clipped. Here goes number 5. Number 5 is healthy habits. Okay, healthy habits are so important. You gotta leave that drink alone. Okay, the drink is leading you to be depressed. I know so many people, especially in California and other states, that are legalizing marijuana, and I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that nature should be illegal, but I do think that you should definitely look twice before you put anything into your body, because a lot of that stuff is GMO, and a lot of that stuff is making people depressed and making people have anxiety. And then they be like, oh, well, if I don't use it, I'm gonna be depressed. If I don't use it, man, my anxiety, oh my god, I'm gonna be going crazy. But really, are you? And if you are, then maybe it's an issue that you need to face and stop using escapism, such as drugs and alcohol and these different vices like that are not good for you, because a lot of those things are leading you to be depressed. Like, there is literally stuff in there that is causing you to be depressed, and you have to let those things go. Okay, create healthy outlets for yourself, for like healthy activities, whatever it is that you like to do. Like I said, I like to read books, I like to write, I like to paint, I like to express myself artistically. So those are the types of things that I always make sure I do. And if I start to feel a little bit down, I always know, okay, what's going to help me feel better? Getting outdoors. What's going to help me feel better? Let me go and get my pen and my paper out, and let me start writing something. Like, let me just sit down and just like express myself. Okay, so have like a little box or something of all the stuff that you love to do. And if you start to feel not so good, start feeling a little bit sad, a little bit depressed, pick something out of that box, read it, and do it. Okay, doing some yoga, going to the gym, whatever it is that you like to do, your interests, your likes, your rules. It's always best to have a daily routine. Okay, a morning routine, a night routine. Okay, sometimes you might have to wake up a little bit early, maybe 15-20 minutes earlier, to start a routine. Do some yoga, you could do some Pilates, you could you know, journal, you could say some affirmations. At nighttime, you can do some wind down activities, you know what I'm saying, some meditation, some reading. That's the perfect time to pull out your journal and get to journaling. Okay, there are so many things that you can be doing to establish a morning routine and or a nighttime routine. Okay, and that right there is really going to give you a better rhythm of your day, and that right there is going to really set a tone and set a standard for you, so that way you can fight off depression, because you have things to look forward to. Sometimes we just be freestyling our day. We don't even have nothing planned for real. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna just go where the wind take me. I'm gonna just go to work. After work, I'm gonna just see what's going on with so and so and them. No, start being very intentional about the things that you do in your day. Start being very intentional about the thoughts that you have, because you also want to have healthy habits and healthy boundaries with your own thoughts, with your own mind. Okay, whatever thought that comes across your mind, any negative thought, low vibrating thought, make sure that you stop it right there and you say the exact opposite out loud at least 3 times. Okay, because our brains are like machines, our brains are like computers. Okay, and we want to program it for positivity. We want to program it for you know, to thrive, to help us to thrive. And it all starts with you, and a lot of it starts with your own mind. Okay, last but not least, number 6 is stop worrying. I just feel like a lot of times people get really depressed about the things that they can't control, and they just worry about it like all day. Like, it's so mentally taxing, it's so mentally exhausting when you're worrying about something. If you're worried about something that you can't control, go up over there and take care of business. Don't sit around and be worried about something and you have the key to the lock to unlock it and solve the issue. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something that you can't control, Why waste your time worrying about it? You cannot do that to yourself. You deserve better than that, than to be worried about some stuff or some people or some situation that you have zero control over. Okay? Control what you can't control, and don't let what you can't do interfere with what you can do. Okay, you heard it from our Rex, period. Okay, you guys, that right there is our video for today. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Make sure you guys like this video if anything resonated with you, and make sure that you are turning on those notifications so that way next time I make a video, which will be soon, you will be notified of that video. All right, and make sure you share this video. All right, much love to all you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm glad you guys stuck around, because here we go with our tarot reading. Okay, so today I'm using, see if that focuses. Today I'm using the Santa Muerte Tarot Deck. Okay, y'all know I love me some Santa Muerte. You know, I got her on my necklace and all that, you know. So yeah, here we go. Okay, we about to see what we have for the collective, a message for the collective in regards to fighting depression and you know, living a healthy lifestyle. Okay, such a fitting card that we have coming through right here. We are getting the Four of Swords. Okay, the Four of Swords is coming out here. Okay, so the Four of Swords is to say that you need to be meditating, you need to be getting some rest, and you need to be connecting spiritually. All right, that right there is what the Four of Swords card tells us. Okay, but on this deck right here, it's very particular because you see the guy, he has some nails and he putting some stuff up in this coffin right here, and he like, I'm done with this shit. I'm about to put all this shit right here to bed. I'm about to put all this stuff right here to rest. And that right there is what we need to be doing. Anything that's negative, anything that's holding us back, anything that is not in alignment with our path, put it up in this coffin. Okay, put it up in a coffin, nail it closed. Okay, and get rid of it. Okay, and don't release it with hate in your heart. Release it with love. Release it with positivity. Like, some of the things that we have done or the people that we had in our life served a purpose at one point or another. Okay, because we was doing it. Obviously, it served some purpose for us. But just because it served a purpose for us last year, 5 years ago, last week, last month, doesn't mean that it serves a purpose today. It doesn't mean that we should keep those things around. Sometimes the purpose is up. Okay, and once that purpose is up, you gotta go. Whatever it is, whoever it is, however it gotta get done. Peace. Okay, just have that mentality. Make sure that you're checking in with yourself. Make sure that you're connecting with yourself spiritually, and make sure that you're getting your rest. Okay, like I said, we gotta get that rest. And also make sure that you are doing your own personal meditation. Okay, and it's so good to do that in the morning and at nighttime, even if it's just for 5 minutes, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Okay, focus on your breathing. Do some deep breathing. Listen to a guided meditation on YouTube. Janae Aiko has some really, really good meditations, and I would highly suggest you guys go and listen to those. Okay, so have a good day. Much love to you all. Peace.